is up, good people? Jungle Inc. here, hope you're doing well. Last week, a NASDAQ filing confirmed that BlackRock plans to bring an Ethereum spot ETF application to the market as well. We've been saying this forever. Bitcoin's just the first through the door. It's going to expand to your major cryptocurrencies. They're not just going to concede the rest of this market. We know the ordering too. It's going to be Bitcoin, Ethereum, but it ain't going to stop there. And you have to recognize it as such, this graduation event where cryptocurrencies are transitioning from this hobbyist or enthusiast kind of classification to a major global asset class that will trade on the largest capital market in human history. This changes everything forever. Now, does that mean that day one, when this ETF goes live, boom, straight to the moon you go? No. Don't look at it like that. This is slowly but surely we are winning the battle and we know where we're going. We've been right all along. There's a growth, curve from there. This is the beginning, not the end of this next stage of growth. And a lot of people in crypto, they start hyperventilating. They're like, not your keys, not your crypto. This is awful. Well, you don't have to use it. You still can interact and buy crypto and self-custody and all of that. This is a huge class, a swath of investors where self-custody isn't appropriate for them. They need to have, an investment vehicle like an ETF. You can have a pension fund or an endowment fund holding on to Ledger Nanos. Like, that ain't going to work. This isn't about you. This isn't about me. This is about growth, bringing more investors to the table. And it will have a long-term effect, a massive one at that. Now, when I look at Ethereum and its overall value, and I think it's too close to Bitcoin in my opinion. I don't like this valuation. I'm holding what I have, but I'm not looking to acquire more at this price at this time. So how can I get in, on the growth we know we're going to see out of Ethereum in the next bull run, especially if we get a spot ETF that gets through the starting gate here? Well, in my mind, Ethereum layer 2s and various scaling solutions are a great way to capture some of that growth we're going to see within Ethereum, because we know what happens. Everyone starts piling in and using Ethereum, which is huge because that's where all the applications, that's where the demand is. It can't meet that demand and it's going to roll off to what? Scaling solutions. Things like, Optimism and Arbitrum and Matic. And I think even Solana will be part of that. So you have that whole swath of investments. And also, what else happens? Well, we saw it with Binance, didn't you? The last run, they start going to competitors that are ready to meet that demand. That was the thing. The Binance chain was ready, and you could do some of these swaps and yield farming and staking and all of those types of activities that you would look to Ethereum, but that whole blockchain is, frozen up and very expensive. And so a lot of that went off to BNB. This next time around, there's even more options available. And so I think you'll see some of that. Plus, you want to front run the next crypto assets that are in the pipeline that will get an ETF, maybe a little bit down the road, but it's coming. And so that's another play. The competitors, the major layer 1 smart contract blockchains out there that are next on deck, and we'll see a lot of growth and adoption during this next cycle. So I think there's a lot of wonderful options out there where you can take advantage of this, even if you don't necessarily want to buy more Ethereum right now at this moment. You still should look at the trend of blockchains, growth and adoption and integration into traditional finance. And no, it ain't going to stop at Bitcoin. It's not going to stop at Ethereum. What are other contenders? That's just another way to approach it. Now, of course, you could buy Bitcoin, you could buy Ethereum, and you'll probably outpace real estate and stock and pretty much anything else on planet Earth you could possibly invest in. Not a bad way to approach this either. You go, well, it's a sure thing. I know we're going to get ETFs for these two assets. I don't have a problem with that. It's just not the way that I'm going with my jungle dollars today. I'm looking at, just a little bit around the curve. What else is going to see good growth based on the overall adoption of cryptocurrencies and the fact that we've been right all this time, and we know Bitcoin, Ether, and many other major blockchains are going to see ETFs and integration into your normal finance and your capital markets. Let me know what you think down below. And as always, please like, please subscribe. The revolution will be televised right here on Jungle Inc.